Hey, what's up everybody, it's Spaz the Magician with a very special video for you. While getting asked to do my best tricks, or do I have a best trick, who's my favorite magician, things like that, as well as me giving out advice on my channel, I've decided to put my money where my mouth is and present to you a very rare compilation video of some of the best stuff that I do that you never see unless you pay to come see me to do a show. So please enjoy this video. So for my first demonstration, I have the spectator get a card out of the deck, and normally they can't see it. In this case, I'm just going to place a card down and I'll show it to you afterward. So now, I have the spectator take a look at their card, or I flip it over and I hand it them. In case, for a purpose of this demonstration, it is the 3 of clubs. So what I do is I hand it to them right like that, and I say keep your hand over it. And the purpose of this trick is to prove that you don't need a distraction or go off camera or do something flashy with your hands to pull off something insane. So I said to the spectator, what was the card you chose? They said the 3 of clubs, and I says, nope, lift up your hand and take a look at it, because 3 of clubs is actually not the card you picked. It's literally the King of Hearts. I bet you didn't see that coming. Next demonstration is, again, I have a spectator get a card out of the deck, and let's say it was this one. I cut the deck somewhat near the center, as you can see, and we take a look at the card, which happens to be the Queen of Diamonds. I have the spectator place it face up, and I turn it over once, turn it over twice, and then I turn it over a third time, and I put it in. I have it pushed in. That's card to mouth in a different fashion than you've probably seen other magicians do it in. For this next demonstration, this is card control. And so I basically throw a couple of cards out of this deck. Now you guys may have seen me do this in other videos, but this is straight up for effect. So I throw out 1. I throw out 2. I throw out a 3rd. Shuffle it up, and then I'm going to throw out the last one here. Now, out of any of these cards I've thrown out, could have thrown out any of them, except, as I said, this is about card control, so I can just throw 4 of the exact same card out. This next demonstration, I, again, would have a spectator pick a card out of the deck, but I would ask them which card they wanted. So I would go like this, and they would say stop. And wherever they say stop, I would ask them if they wanted the bottom one or the top one. So I'm going to go like this and just have my camera person say stop.
Stop.
All right, do you want this card on the bottom or this one here?
The bottom one.
This one?
Yeah. Okay,
so I'm just going to literally show you that I'm going to flip it over. So what card did you choose?
6 of diamonds.
Right, I'm going to place it down just like that, and I'm going to leave it there. And what's really interesting is that you think you chose the 6 of diamonds, right? Mm-hmm. However, you didn't. You chose the Queen of Hearts. Again, bet you didn't see that coming. This next demonstration is to show, it's not just card stuff I do, I actually do stage stuff with cards. And so, what I'm going to do is show you that there is that half, but if you weren't paying attention, you missed this half. The next demonstration is pulling cards out of the air, and I had done this in a video the other night. However, I want to stress that how you do an effect or how you do a move determines whether or not the move looks better than somebody else doing it who isn't. And that's not to put anybody down, that's a base fact. So again, the difference between pulling a card out of the air like this compared to somebody who does it like this is going to be much better. The person who does it like this, instead of the person doing it like this, it just looks better. That's just the way it is. Now, to further showcase the skill that I have, I can actually show my hand empty on both sides and do this. A lot of magicians have a problem doing this. I do that for dexterity purposes. Another thing that's really cool is that you can do a Pharaoh shuffle. Most people don't know what that is. In case you don't know what this is, let me go up close here. Pharaoh shuffle is when you intertwine all of the cards together just like that, and if you touch them together, they go pretty much almost evenly like that. And it's a pretty cool effect, because what I like doing with these, just to get some attention, is once they're together, you can actually make really cool designs out of these things just like that. It actually really is cool, and you can do it like that. Another cool effect I like to do is old-fashioned, it's first stage, but it still really looks cool, is having an entire fan of cards. You have one in your hand from here. The fan goes up over the card just like this. It's really cool looking. You wave it, and then the entire card disappears. I always explain to people to practice dexterity, and how I usually do this is I do one-handed cuts. A lot of magicians try to do this fancy cut, and it looks cool and there's nothing wrong with it. I just choose not to do that because these are a lot harder to do. First, I practice a spin cut. I think that's the name of it. Then I do just a regular basic cut. It's one thing to do it out of one hand. It's a different story when you're actually doing it out of your other hand. And then, once you get good enough at it, you actually do it out of both hands at the same time. Now, this is still a little difficult for me, and I actually still mess this up every so often. However, you can still do it like that, and then I do this. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and again, I wanted to put my money where my mouth is because I'm always telling people practice makes perfect, you know, when giving advice, but I never actually show what I'm doing. Now, this wasn't everything I could do, but I just wanted to showcase exactly the skill level I have. And I'm not the best, but as you can see, I'm very good at what I do. And so, again, I just wanted to say thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Spaz Magician signing out. Stay safe.